Hello and welcome to another episode of the Far Off Show where I am Damien Farr and I'm flubbing the words. This is the third time that I've flubbed the intro. But tonight we got an extra special one where we're talking The Boys. Actually looking at the Spidey cam for once. We're talking The Boys. The Boys is an Amazon Prime Video show that I don't know how to say other than, man, this is a good show. I didn't watch the first season. I didn't know anything of The Boys until just recently. My buddy just kept saying, hey, you should watch this. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. And I watched it, and wow, good show. So if you've not watched The Boys, I'm going to tell you right away, this is probably one of my favorite TV shows. I already put it in the favorite TV shows video as like a thing and as a comment. So it is one of my favorite TV shows. I'd give it an Farr. It's based off The Boys comics, which never read. But after seeing this, I plan on reading them because it's only 72 issues, which sounds like a lot, but at the same time, that's not many issues. I can do that. So let's start talking about the cast because I think this is the biggest part that makes the show work. The show would be terrible if people couldn't act. I mean, they got almost the perfect cast. I'd say this is the MCU cast, but somehow better. Even though there's really pretty much unknown people, except one man, in my opinion, that isn't unknown. So, Karl Urban as William Billy Butcher. Karl Urban, man, his career, he has done some great stuff. But for some reason, anytime he tries to do a franchise or put something on his back, it just doesn't work. So, they kind of put this on his back, though, to be honest. No offense to any of the other actors or actresses. Karl Urban's the main draw, let's be honest. Him and the idea of superheroes in the digital media age. So I thought that was cool. Jack Quaid, Dennis Quaid, and Meg Ryan's kid, Jack Quaid. Haven't seen him in anything, to be honest, but he plays Huey Campbell. Loved his character as well. And then Anthony Starr as John Homelander, the pretty much Superman that has Superman mixed with Captain America that acts like a little child most of the time, which I thought was kind of cool, actually. This guy could literally kill anybody, and he acts like a child. I don't know why. I just really enjoyed that. So, Erin Moriarty is Annie January-Starlight. So, I don't want to spoil much of the show, but Jack Quaid's character, Huey, and Starlight, they have a relationship in the show. It's pretty early on. I think it's episode 2 that they start putting it in. And putting it in. That's really the first time they start. And I thought it was cool. I liked it. Referencing the MCU once again, it's when Star-Lord said it's a will they, won't they end up together situation that keeps the ratings going. And I mean, that was part of the reason I kept coming back to the show. I wanted to see will they, won't they? And they kind of left it on a cliffhanger after the end of season 2, spoiler alert. So, the plot. The Supes, as they call them in the show, are treated like celebrities, which I think's cool. I mean, let's be honest. If there was superheroes really in the world, they'd be treated like a celebrity. I mean, Twitter followers, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. And they have a marketing department. Pretty much, these superheroes are super, but Vought makes them the 7, makes them the biggest 7 superheroes in the world, which is cool. I think it's kind of a cool idea that a company, is like, we're going to make money off of you. We're going to make all these movies, we're going to make all these TV deals, all these shoe, sneaker, random stuff. Anything you could think of. They had cereal at one point, which I thought was awesome. I would totally eat cereal from these guys. So, Huey's girlfriend is killed by one of the Supes by accident. I want to point that out, by accident. But he takes it to heart, and then pretty much it's a quest to get the Supes to pay for what they've done to Huey's girlfriend. And honestly, don't get me wrong, I love the show. I think he gets over her a little too quickly. I mean, there's kind of some scenes, spoiler, where, they kind of show that she's still in his mind, but he kind of gets over her and gets with Starlight pretty quick. Almost like she's the rebound, but that's not important. I love their romance. So, I gotta put in the age-telling tale that everybody's trying to answer. What is the best streaming platform? This is all your interpretation. So tell me in the comments before I start mine, what is your favorite streaming platform? Tell me in the comments below. So, Disney Plus has The Mandalorian Clone Wars. We just did a video on it. There's no Marvel. So, right now, I'd say Disney Plus, while they have the Disney back library, there's not enough original content. Netflix, I don't own Netflix. I want to point that out right away. But Netflix has Stranger Things and Transformers. Those are the two shows I've watched there. I know there's a lot more on Netflix, but those are the two that I can think of off the top of my head. I have them written down. And then Prime Video has Jack Ryan and the Boys. So, if I have to compare in this situation, I'm going to say Prime Video is probably the best option. I mean, you get 2 seasons of Jack Ryan, you got 2 seasons of The Boys, 2 of my favorite shows ever on one platform. So, if you have Amazon Prime and you're not watching Prime Video, you got to start watching Prime Video. I mean, that's really all there is to say. It's worth it. So, I'd say right now, I'd say Prime Video, then it's Disney, and then it's Netflix. I know what you're going to say. What about Hulu? I haven't really used Hulu. I just got the Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu bundle recently, and I've started to kind of get into it, but honestly, I'd say Disney Plus is probably better than Hulu and competes with, these are the big 3. Hulu's in there if you count 4 or 5, but still. So, tell me in the comments below, what did you think of The Boys? And what do you think is the best streaming platform? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and have a far off night.